Parmi tous les achats que vous voulez faire dans le village français, quel est celui par lequel vous allez commencer? Aujourd'hui, si vous le voulez bien, nous allons faire du shopping, c'est-à-dire en français des emplettes dans les magasins. Et pour cela, nous allons faire une supposition très agréable. Nous allons supposer que vous êtes en France, dans un petit patelin, comme nous disons, c'est-à-dire un petit coin tranquille de France, et vous allez aller dans les magasins acheter ce dont vous avez besoin.
We're starting off with the French classes. The ladies in the village are joining in. They're very keen on it. And we hope that in a similar village in France, the same idea is going to take place, that they will learn English, because they have tried coming over here and found the language a barrier. But if they manage it, then we will exchange with the village, and eventually, I hope, with the whole county, the county versus the department in France.
You say exchange, what do you mean exactly?
Oh, exchange first of all the ladies, the mothers and the children, and then eventually leading up to the exchange of houses, so that we actually live in a French village for a week or fortnight or so long, and they come and live in our houses, so they will be in Colwall and we will be in some Villefranche somewhere.
Vous avez un certain nombre d'achats à faire dans différents magasins, le boucher, l'épicier, le crémier, etc. Par qui vous commencerez-vous?
À la boulangerie, je voudrais des croissants.
Excuse me, Armand, you're going to take these ladies for their French lessons. How are you going to approach each lesson?
Well, I will try and speak each time of a different subject, you see. When I mean a subject, something which is the life, the current life in France. For instance, one day I will do shopping as we did today. Another day I will say that we are going, on an excursion and describing the scenery, etc.
Well, how are you going to cope with, some of the ladies don't know any French and others do know a little.
Well, that's the difficulty, because normally a class should be with the pupils of more or less the same level, but it is not too difficult, because I can always ask the question in English to the ladies who don't speak French or understand French fluently, and make them try and make a very short reply in French.
Well, you all look very lovely sitting there behind your desk. Can you tell me, what do you feel like going back to school?
Well, at my time of life, it's rather like being in my second childhood, but I'm rather looking forward to it.
Oh, why exactly are you attending the classes?
Well, I don't want to go to France, but I would like to correspond with people out there and learn what the common market has done for them.
And you think this is a good way of finding out?
I think so, yes.
I think you are quite prepared to have a family come over to you from France.
Yes, I think this would give them an insight into life in an English village, get them out of the tourist areas like London, and we have a young family to exchange ideas and views.
Well, I learnt French at school for years and years and did exam after exam, and then I found when I went to France that it was quite a foreign language, I was quite surprised. I couldn't understand a word. So I thought maybe, French oral with a W-I, I might learn a bit more than I did at school.
I would like my children, when they get into their mid-teens, late teens, to be able to stay with a French family, because I feel that's the only way of really getting to know the language. And I would like to correspond with a French family and get to know something about them before we actually take the plunge of sending our children there.
Are you also prepared to go to France?
Oh, yes, I should like to exchange a house with a family.
What do you think you'll benefit from it?
Well, learn the different way of life. And I hope they would learn something from our home and surroundings.
Well, I think I'll leave the ladies to get on with their lesson, and I'll go down to the village and find out what the rest of the villagers think of this whole idea. Mrs. Wilmington, you've been living here for 43 years.
Yes.
What do you think of the idea of French families coming here for a visit?
Well, I think it's a very nice idea, especially in view that we're going into the common market. Also, it's such a very pretty place, lovely place, the hills, and it's a friendly village, and I think everyone would love it.
Are you going to stock some French goods to make them feel more at home?
Well, I hadn't thought of that. I shouldn't know what to stock, but I may be advised.
Well, I don't agree with it myself, really, because, you see, I've lived in my little cottage for over, well, coming on 40 years. And I think that the Englishman owns this castle, you see. So this is why I wouldn't think, I got nothing against other people, you know, living and shopping and doing what they like, you see. But I wouldn't like to do it myself.